Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to TSP TV. It's a screen recorded episode, something we haven't done for a little while on this channel. But something I wanted to point out is we are in this kind of crazy pandemic. Who knows truly what's going on? Many people are saying it's a plandemic. Many people believe that there is a deadly virus out there and it's best to just stay inside and accept everything the mainstream media and your government officials are telling you. And the amount of celebrities that are getting this disease is certainly alarming and a cause for concern that the general population should just do as they're told, stay at home and not question anything about it. But nonetheless, it is a strange time. Now, some things that I've seen coming out of this epidemic in the last week and few days since kind of states of emergency have been declared, sort of medical martial law conditions, stay-at-home order, shelter in place, that kind of thing in various states, towns and cities around North America at the moment and possibly around and the world. Is sort of, we are all in this together somehow. We are all affected, if not infected, by the coronavirus 2020 pandemic. But anyway, contactless delivery services is something I've seen that everyone, certainly the Ubers and the Skip the Dishes, KFC, all these people now, and even Walmart, Tesco's, Sainsbury's, the big grocery stores, they're all offering contactless delivery. Now, at some point or other, someone has to come in contact with the groceries or the food items or the parcels in question. Just because, for the most part, mail is contactless. The mailman leaves it in the mailbox and you pick it up. There's no contact. But with these food and grocery deliveries now, people are kind of having to put things out, leave it outside, not touch each other. But it's kind of all right for multiple people to have touched the bag or whatever's being delivered. But one thing come very, very interesting to light for me in a minute, which we will get into in a little while. Those of you that are thinking of signing off now, there are porn stars involved in this. So Aztec, I'm thinking of you, buddy. You might stick around to the end, so stay a little while to the end. Now, I just want to show you a couple of little examples before we get into what I exactly want to show you. Now, a little while ago, I did do something on Player One. Now, YouTube algorithms, please. I'm using this trailer for educational purposes and not for anything else other than that. Just want to use it as a point of reference, and it is the trailer that was available for mass, to be seen on mainstream media, YouTube, Facebook feeds, such forth like that. Is meant for a general audience. You didn't have to pay to go and see the trailer, so hopefully we won't get any copyrights for this. But Ready Player One is a very, very interesting movie to me in very, very many ways in its respects, with its predictive programming, and it's set like 25 years from now. 2045 is the year that Ready Player One was set, and within this movie you kind of see that there's a lot of poverty, a lot of desolation, people living in kind of high-rise trailer parks, trailers in shipping containers stacked on top of each other, live in tiny homes, this kind of thing. Very popular. You can see all sorts of YouTubers and tiny home content on YouTube and on many other platforms. Just tiny homes has been something that's been programmed into mainstream society and popular culture in the last few years, and features very evidently in the movie Ready Player One, as does the fact that it's such a very, very miserable time in living conditions. Everybody then plugs into the virtual reality escape known as the Oasis, a little bit like the Matrix, and depending on how well off you are, you can purchase goggles and suits so that when you're in the Oasis, the virtual world, your body will simulate and feel what you're feeling in the virtual world in the real world. A little bit kind of what I suggested ASMR was for, is getting us used to being stimulated virtually rather than physically. And we are going somewhere with this, don't worry folks. But let's just watch this trailer and we'll point out some bits and pieces along the way.
My name's Wade Watts. My dad picked that name because it sounded like a superhero's alter ego, like Peter Parker or Bruce Banner. But he died when I was a kid. My mom too. And I ended up here, sitting here in my tiny corner of nowhere. There's nowhere left to go. Nowhere. Except the Oasis. virtual universe. People come to the Oasis for all the things they can do. But they stay because of all the things they can be.
Can you feel this?
Yeah. It's the only place that feels like I mean anything. The Oasis was the brainchild of James Halliday.
Hello. If you're watching this, I'm dead. I created a hidden object, an Easter egg. The first person to find the egg will inherit $500 billion and total control of the Oasis itself.
Who is this Parzival, and how the hell is he winning?
Find him.
This isn't just a game. I'm talking about actual life and death stuff.
The Oasis, the world's most important economic resource. And it's nothing less than a war for control of the future.
Welcome to the rebellion, Wade.
Like many of you, I only came here to escape. But I found something much bigger than just myself. Are you willing to fight?
Help us save the Oasis.
So yeah, that was some interesting stuff. As we said, they live in a society where it's very unbearable, lots of poverty. There's a lot of people that don't have anything, and right now in contemporary days, this is very evident. There's a lot of people that are not at work. They've been sent home. They can't. They're non-essential. Maybe the people living in the Stack and Pack high-rise trailer park were non-essential in 2045, and that's why they have to live in such conditions. And that's why each and every day their only thing they look forward to is escaping to the Oasis. And again, when you escape to the Oasis, you're living in a contactless environment in the virtual reality, but through technology and such forth, you can actually experience and feel in some of the sensations that you would feel in that virtual world. And again, another film that was out way back in the 90s, if you may remember, Wesley Snipes, Sylvester Stallone, and
Clicked off.
Sandra Bullock, that was her name. So that was the end of the Ready Player One. But in Demolition Man, as you can see here, we've got the sex scene up, and we are leading into contemporary days here. And the other thing, if you can also recall from Demolition Man, is there was no toilet paper. They used the 3 seashell system. I can't remember exactly how that worked. Maybe I could have put that in. Again, contemporary days, we're seeing toilet paper disappearing off of the shelves. Is this, oh my God, we had such a horrible time with the toilet paper, and it was clogging up the system. So many people were using it and buying it and hoarding it during the COVID, the Novid pandemic. Then we're going to have to come up with a better system than that. Here we are, guys. Here we are, society. Here's a seashell system, but that's maybe something I could have included. But you get the point. At the minute, this movie, Demolition Man, shows sort of a society without toilet paper, and here we are, a week ago, probably even still now. Toilet paper is something that is a luxury item, a status symbol almost, and something you won't find readily available on your grocery shelves, unlike maybe a month or two ago. But the sex scene in particular, Sylvester Stallone thought he was finally going to get a little bit of future Sandra Bullock's coochie. He got himself all worked up and excited, only to discover this. And again, we're using this scene for educational purposes. YouTube algorithm, please allow the community standards team to let this go and not give us a strike for using this content.
A lot of credits to create the perfect 20th century apartment.
Well, Huxley, it's very...
Isn't it? John Spartan? There is, of course, a well-known and documented connection between sex and violence. Not so much a causal effect, but a general state of neurological arousal. And after having observed your behavior this evening and my resultant condition, I was wondering if you would like to have sex.
with you.
Mm-hmm.
Here. Now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Great. I'll be right back.
House to change the lights now, and there's a system built in. So it'll do that for you. Wait in for a little standard features, but unfortunately, see what she's putting on.
There you go. Now just relax. We'll begin in a few seconds.
Begin what?
Having sex, of course.
Contact? I didn't touch you yet.
And that was the important part. You didn't even make contact. I didn't even touch you yet. So it does go on a little bit more, but you get the picture. Excuse me, smoker's cough, not COVID. So let's come over to what I saw just today. Here it is here. All right, this is the porn star beast. Guys, Aztec, get ready. If you need a Kleenex or anything, grab it now. So this is something I noticed on my Facebook feed. I actually did share it to the Thrift Fam Clubhouse, I believe. Now, this was something, as I said, I saw it was on Tuesday. It was released by Vice on a Tuesday. I'm just going to press play and you can work it out.
The Launch. It is by Hero. So, like, as long as you connect to Bluetooth with, fuck, I'm sorry. Oh my god. It's like I can take a load to the face on camera, but I can't talk about it fucking.
Don't worry about my facial expressions. That's just me.
Your facial expressions are perfect.
And whenever you're ready. What the hell is this right here, Sugar? Now tell people what you got, some digital box.
This thing honestly makes me wish I had a dick.
Oh, the man put his penis in here?
Okay, so yeah, so you're gonna stick, obviously this is the fleshlight. Are you familiar with what the fleshlight is? It's a pocket pussy.
No.
You've never used one?
Sorry. One of these guys right here look like they got a pussy in their pocket. So tell me, it's a pocket with some pussy in your pocket, right? Where you just...
Well, I mean, I don't think you can fit this in your pocket. It's kind of big, but...
Nah, that's a book bag.
Fleshlight product has several different textures, different moldings from porn stars, cam girls.
Shut up.
It's amazing. I have one personally.
If somebody want to hit Kimmy,
yes.
They have an imprint of your vaginal canal?
They did. They did a silicone molding of my vaginal canal and my asshole. Let's just say you have a girlfriend and she's out of town. These two products can connect. Every stroke that she makes inside of herself, you will feel from the toy itself.
It's compatible like that?
It's compatible like that. It slides in and it moves. Now she starts moving it. And if you want her to go faster, harder, you're about to come.
That's what the girl doing.
This is what the girl is doing. She could be using her mouth, she could be using her pussy, whatever, but you'll be feeling her strokes. You can be on FaceTime, you could be over the phone, whatever, but you will still be technically kind of fucking your girlfriend.
Man, that's hard.
When you do it manually, you can adjust the speed and you can adjust the stroke length. It's 180 strokes a minute.
No one ever got past a minute.
No one ever got past a minute.
No. How much would something like this cost somebody?
The launch is $199.
Okay.
The fleshlight can range between $50 to $79.99.
Okay.
This is all depending on whether you have a girl or whatever. Let's say you pick your favorite porn star fleshlight. You can watch her porn. You go on a porn channel and you pick out which porno you want to watch.
Okay.
And the fleshlight will move with the porno that you're watching. So each motion that she makes, the fleshlight inside of the launch will make those motions.
And do y'all need a business partner? This is an excellent idea. This is great. All right, so what you got here? A little juice to make it seem like it's real.
So this is the lubricant.
Say this your new water soluble.
Yeah, let's bring Maurice in. That's good lube though, huh?
Hey, brother, you got a hell of a thingamajig, man. I'm 2 Chainz. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My name is Maurice. Cultivate.
Have you used your invention yet?
Every day.
You know, really, thank you for sharing this with us. Thank you for sharing it with the world. It's definitely, dude, we see you crawling on the fucking ground in the back. You had an ex-employee just walk behind you, crawling in the back, yes.
But 1 second, I'll just show you the VR.
And so with the VR, it really, I guess it really fulfills fantasy.
So I don't know if you see the girl, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
That game, bro, you a freak, bro. You're a sick, bro. Look at this shit. Yo, look at this shit. She's sucking that man crazy. Everybody here wants to see it. Yo, look at this. So this the VR. This is wild. Look at that. That's it, Maurice. Maurice, you motherfucker, you got some shit. You're gonna be rich off jerking off, Maurice.
So there you go, guys. I don't really think I need to. I'll put it back so you can see the pretty girl in the background. Really need to explain that in comparison to what we did just in those 2 movie examples. Predictive program, the Contactless Sex Society. Now I was actually talking to Roger, my roommate, about this just before I made this video and explaining how this thing works and what have you. He's like, but what if like one girl decided to charge $100 to one guy and then $100 to another? And I'm like, well, duh, of course. And she mentioned in there you can hook it up to your favorite webcam girl, or your favorite porn will simulate exactly what you're viewing in this machine. And this here, guys, is where we are heading, the contactless society. This is what we're being socially programmed to do in and out of this pandemic. It's nothing to do with the virus. It's about being programmed to obey, to behave, and get used to being locked up inside. And when you're being locked up inside for hours and hours on end, what better way to entertain yourself through those hours and hours of lonely time in self-isolation than hooking up to your flashlight Bluetooth and watching porn and getting simulated that way and thinking living in the virtual world of fucking your imaginary girlfriend. So the other thing as well that this could possibly almost have an impact on certain, and it's very affordable. Look, most people, you know, can probably shell out for that, like $300 for the whole thing and the whole set. And you know, if you don't have a girlfriend, maybe you don't need to spend the money on the dildo device. Maybe just get the flashlight and hook it up to your Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and watch whatever porn you want and pretend you're banging the girl you're watching. But the other thing this is also going to do is probably have a little bit of an impact on reproduction, and it might even have something to do with depopulation if more and more people hook up to this. So perhaps we're going to start seeing more and more webcams. And okay, guys, time to connect your flashlights. I'm about to do the show. Deposit $14.99 credit for the first 5 minutes. And you know, if you want to remain on for the duration, just hand over your credit card details now. You see what I'm saying, guys? So cyber, and again, you know, this is probably completely legal because there's no actual sex taking place. So it's not like prostitution, cyber prostitution, guys. This is where we're going. This is where we are heading. The contactless society, part of the social program involved in this. And again, you know, we've all had a lot of our civil liberties and even signs of prohibition taken away from us, without as much as an amendment to government. It's just all on suggestion and advisory. Stay at home, stay at home. A few states and places have called for, you know, states of emergency and shelter in place for a couple of weeks, but it is within these shelter in places that nearly everybody is being hooked up some way or another to the internet via Facebook, Twitter. Social media is leading the way in what sort of news and misinformation people are getting about the virus. But what they're also doing is sneaking little sneaky things like this in while everybody is in sort of activity, just along with how Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, people like this are profiting very much at the moment off the stay-at-home contactless delivery. These people are looking how to cash in as well. It would look in insert these little pieces of social programming in to the audience while they're there. Can't miss it. Subjected to whatever they want to push into your news feeds in order to product place future purchases from you. So anyway, guys, let me think what you think. Let me know your thoughts, what you have to say about this particular invention. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of guys that are going to like this idea. I'm not going to say why, see why it's not a bad idea. But anyway, the contactless sex society, is this where we're heading, guys? Let me know what you think, and as I say, we'll see you in the next one. It is a shit video production. It is TSP TV.